everyone, my name is Marvina. Welcome back to my channel. It is September, which means fall is just around the corner, and that means cozy reading vibes all the way. Today I will be sharing my September hopefuls, or other words called September TBR. I love doing hopefuls because I am a mood reader, so I just don't stick to specific books. Sometimes depending on my mood, I like different books, and so in this video I will be sharing what I would love to get to in the month of September. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow for more. Leave a comment and let me know what's on your September TBR and what books you are looking to read this month. Alright, let's get into the video. We will start with what I'm currently reading. Number one, I'm currently reading Alive and Wells by Bailey Hannah. This book I don't really know much about, but basically from what I can understand, it's about this woman who's leaving an abusive marriage. She goes to work on this cattle ranch that some woman that she's been keeping in contact with works at or owns, and she meets a guy, and I'm sure a romance blossoms, and so I am very excited to continue reading this book. What I've read so far is pretty good, and I'm loving the vibes. I'm loving the ranch vibes. It's reminded me of like Heartland, that type of thing, so I'm loving it, and so I would love to continue reading it and seeing how it ends. My next book that I'm currently reading is Night Road by Kristen Hanna. This one I don't really know much about, except for the simple fact that it is about this girl who is a former foster girl, and she goes and lives with, I believe it's her aunt, or at least I think a relative, and she, gets to know these other people in this life, and she has a dark past, so she's trying to deal with her dark past, and I don't know, it sounds really good. It sounds like something that I love to read just when it's like a rainy, cold, a fall day. I am only 4% of the way through. I'm listening on audio, and so I'm enjoying it so far. It's super cozy and just, I don't know, I'm loving it so far, and I love that it's emotional. Kristen Hanna books seem to be emotional, and I love that about her writing, so I'm excited to continue reading this. The next ones I have not read yet, but these are the ones that I'm hoping to get to this month. The first one is Fall I Want by Lyra Parrish. This one basically is about a broken-hearted billionaire. He visits this cozy creek to escape his life, I guess, and I don't really know much about it, but it sounds really cozy. The cover of it looked really cute, and so I'm excited to get into that one. My next one is Wayward by Emily Hart. This one, again, I've heard people talk about it. I've heard that it's super cozy. I don't know what kind of book it is, but it's about 3 women who are from different time periods, and they love nature, and that's how they connect, and so I'm excited to see if I like this one or not. I don't know if I read anything by Emily Hart. I don't remember, but if I have, like I said, I don't remember, but I'm hoping to get into this one and seeing how I like it. My next one that I would like to get to is Confessions of a Bookseller by Sean Bythell, and from what I understand, from what I've seen like excerpts about, is basically about this guy who talks about what it's like being a bookseller, the different types of people he meets, what it's like. So it sounds interesting to me. I love books, and I think it'd be really cool to open a bookstore one day if I ever got the chance, or work in one. I think it'd be pretty cool, but it sounds really cool. I listened to snippet of it, and it sounded really just interesting, so yeah, I want to get to that one. The next one I want to get to is The Book Club for Troublesome Women. This one I believe is, I think, a historical fiction, but I'm not entirely sure. It's set, I believe, in the 1960s. It's about 4 housewives in their 60s. They form a book club. Sounds cool, sounds interesting, sounds like just something that I would want to read just to see what it's about. And my last one, which I picked up a physical copy of, is Kindling by Bonnie Woods. This one, I don't really know much about, but it says one grumpy Scottish woodsman, one uprooted city girl, one autumn that changes everything. Sparks will fly even without firewood. So the cover looks really cute. It looks, I don't know, it just looks cute. Like, looks adorable. So I'm excited to get into this book and see what this book is all about. And I don't know, it just seems like one of the perfect September reads. So those are my September hopefuls. Let me know what's on your September TBR list, what books you're excited to read, and thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, follow, comment, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.